Ferry Disaster, hopes of finding survivors fade. Rescue teams are battling bad weather conditions as they search for around 290 people who remain missing after a South Korean ferry capsized and sank. 9 people have already been confirmed dead, and the death toll is expected to increase sharply in what could be the country's worst maritime accident in 2 decades. The dead include a female teacher, a female member of the crew, and 3 male school students, while the majority of those who remain unaccounted for are from the same school field trip. So far 179 people have been rescued, among them Kwon Ji-yeon, a 6-year-old girl whose parents are still on the missing list. Strong currents and bad visibility hampered the search as rescue teams hammered on the swell's hull, hoping in vain for a response. The ferry's captain, 69-year-old Lee Jun-seok, faces a criminal investigation, a Coast Guard official told Reuters, amid unconfirmed reports that he was one of the first to jump to safety. A man identified by broadcaster and news agency Yonhap as Mr. Yoon has appeared on television, his face covered by a grey hoodie. "I'm really sorry and deeply ashamed," he said, as he was being questioned at the Mokpo Coast Guard. Video footage has emerged showing passengers in life jackets as the boat began to sink, and a tannoy message asking people to stay where they are as it would be dangerous to move. Crew member Oh Young-seok, 58, said the captain waited about 30 minutes before ordering the evacuation because officers on the bridge were trying to stabilize the vessel after it started to list. By the time the evacuation order was made, it was impossible for crew to reach passengers because the ship was tilted at such an acute angle. "We couldn't even move one step. The slope was too big," said Oh, who escaped with about a dozen others, including the captain. Passenger Koo Ban-hee, 36, told reporters many people were trapped inside by windows that were too hard to break. Distraught family members are gathered on the quay of Jindo Island, huddled in blankets against the cold as they wait for any news. "If I could teach myself to dive, I would jump in the water and try to find my daughter," Park Young-suk told the Reuters news agency. Some relatives have turned their anger on the government and Coast Guard, shouting at officials, "The weather's nice, why aren't you starting the rescue?" The ship set sail from the port of Incheon on Tuesday carrying 475 passengers, nearly 340 of them teenagers and teachers from the Danwon school near the capital Seoul. Its destination, along a well-traveled route, was Jeju Island, around 60 miles, 100 kilometers, south of the Korean peninsula. It is not clear why the 6,586-ton vessel, which was built in Japan 20 years ago, sank in apparently calm waters. However, some survivors spoke of hearing a loud noise before disaster struck. State broadcaster quoted investigation officials as saying the ship was off its usual course after being hit by strong winds, which caused containers stacked on deck to shift. The registered owner of the ship, Chonghae Jin Marine Co. Limited, has offered an apology but declined to comment further.